Greg Tepper, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and TexasFootball.com here at the DFW Coaches Clinic in Grapevine with the head coach of the Azle Hornets, who apparently has been there for a whole decade. Devon Dorris joins us. Coach, I mentioned this today, but while we were walking over, you made my article today on TexasFootball.com because I was talking about teams that proved us wrong, teams that overachieved what we predicted in the magazine. So I'm sorry. You're welcome. I don't really know how to.
Well, I'm glad that we got to do that, but maybe next year. Don't remember how good we did because we like to be the underdog. Yeah. We like to always prove people wrong.
You guys had obviously an outstanding year this year. Really a breakout season for the Hornets. What do you think was the difference maybe this year as opposed to the past couple of years?
I think we talked about it one time whenever we had on the radio show. But our kids were really bought into the whole program and supported each other. They loved each other. They went out and worked hard, and just the chemistry on the team. You can be talented, but the chemistry is year to year, and you never know what each team's going to bring, and that was what I thought this year was special.
So then when was it? When was the moment maybe that you looked around and you saw what was happening? You go, okay, this team's got a little something special, maybe bigger than their talent maybe indicates.
I would say the biggest thing is when you start to beat some of the teams that people don't expect you to beat. Wichita Falls Rider had some injured players, so that wasn't necessarily at the time that we played them. So that wasn't necessarily a big win at that time, although they went on and had a great season. But we started off fairly slow in the district with some of the teams as compared to how they finished. But when you beat Boswell, who is a district rival and someone that we constantly strive to be, I mean, John Abichan runs a great program, and we're trying to compete with them. And then when we started winning those games and then we beat Crowley, we knew how talented that they were this year. So I would say in the middle of our season where we just kept getting better and better and started stacking up some wins against quality opponents.
How do you build on that? So, it's easy to do that one year, but then you're going to lose a couple of key players from this year's squad. You had a couple of youngsters who are exciting, but overall, how do you continue that? How do you make sure you push that message in the offseason of this is the new standard, this is what we expect every year?
Well, every team's different, like I just said. So you got to start off and saying whatever we just earned then is gone. It doesn't mean anything anymore. And so we got to start fresh. And what are we going to be? What is this team's legacy going to be? What is this team's story? What are they going to write? And you start working from scratch in the offseason. So that's kind of when it all begins. But when you return a quarterback, that helps a lot. Yes. And I've only returned a quarterback 3 times in 10 years, and next year will be that 3rd time. So you at least have a place to start. When everybody believes in someone as a leader and you can go from there, I think that's a big thing.
We're here at the Coaches Clinic, and obviously, we hear from coaches say that the team needs to get better, the coaching staff needs to get better. What are you looking to accomplish here? What are you looking to get from coming to events like this?
Really, with the new UIL rule changes in the summertime, being able to work skills with our kids, that's the number one question that I've asked every single coach that I've seen here that's a head football coach. What are your plans? How are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? How much time are you going to do per day? I'm trying to develop the plan that's best for Azle and best for us, but you're always looking at trying to see what other guys are doing because that's new. That's new to all of us. And so I think little things like that is what you're really looking for, trying to find how you're going to do things, how you can better your program, how other guys are doing it, and see if you can't put a couple more W's on the board next year because of it.
Yeah, well, finally, I mean, there's not many more W's you can get, after your run this year, but, point well taken. Finally, there's a rumbling out there that there's a poker tournament going on tonight here at the clinic. Are you a poker player?
Hey, I can play some poker, but my wife's expecting me at a certain time tonight, so I can't make that long of a run, right. So I'm probably just not even going to get in.
Oh, so what you're saying is that if you were to buy in, it would take you too long to win all the money.
Absolutely. So I told my wife I'd be home at a certain time. Her birthday was yesterday, so I better be home on time.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Dorris. Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you.